camera.
There we are.
Still seems like it's a little bit like I should scoot over.
I think you should scooch just a bit. Just a bit of scooch. And now it's good.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to the Kite Tails and Flex show.
And Flex.
I already said it for both of us.
Thank you.
So this was a podcast that we did. Well, first of all, we've always done this live show.
Yes.
We've had this live stream
For decades.
for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I brought it back, and then we did a podcast format that wasn't live.
Right.
And
Now we're doing it live
we're doing it
again.
live because we want to do this show.
Yeah.
Continue our thing.
I love doing this show.
Me too.
It really makes me happy to be here with all of you.
So we are just going to continue business as per usual, picking
Yes.
up from our last podcast.
Why so formal?
What do you mean?
Business as per usual.
Business as per usual.
As per my last email.
As we are in the most casual setting, which is on our sofa,
Yes. It's quite a comfortable sofa too, if I might
which
add.
is quite a comfortable setting. Because when we did our podcast, well, we've always streamed in from our living room.
Yes.
And then
That was the first place.
That was the
Back
first
when we had
place.
chairs. We don't have chairs
Yeah,
anymore.
we don't have those
couch.
chairs. And so we have the sofa. And then we streamed up in my office on the stools.
Yes.
And well, we brought those dining chairs up.
Mm-hmm.
And so now we're back to the sofa. Everything comes full circle.
Yeah, we might continue to do this, or we might go back to your office.
Yeah, we're just playing around with it
See how it
because
works.
we're not beholden to anything,
No.
right?
Throwing stuff against the wall, seeing what sticks.
And we said, okay, well, when we do this live show in this format, we won't interact with the viewers.
Is that what we said?
Well, we said we would treat it like a live studio audience.
Oh, yeah. So you can laugh and clap.
You
but
can
can't
laugh, you
type.
can applause. No, they can type.
But it's a live studio audience.
Yeah,
Make sure when
exactly.
the thing comes up that says clap, you clap.
It would be funny if we could actually have like a laugh track.
Can we
As we're
make a
doing it.
Twitch bot so if enough people type applause, it makes an applause sound?
That would
Or if
actually-
enough people
yeah.
type laugh, it makes a laugh sound?
I'd like something like that.
Someone needs to make that. Bring
sure it
back
exists.
the canned laughter,
Yeah. Bring
the clapter.
back all of that,
Yeah.
the reaction stuff. But so we will just treat this as a live stream
Yes.
if we get a comment that is relevant to what we're talking about. Now we have several items on our list. And the way we
agenda.
do this, our agenda, is we
a
go
very formal
through
stream.
our list and then we knock things off. Also, if anyone in the chat could take a second to tell us and make sure there is no cross-contamination between our feeds.
This is new. I've never seen Kite Tails be this eloquent
So what?
and sterile cross-contamination. Like usually I'm the one who's bringing the chill vibes, and like little Kite Tails over here, cross-contamination. Yes.
Well, I had a sip of that iced tea. And that shit me straight.
You had a sip of brisk
Actually,
iced tea, which I've not drank
Oh my
since.
gosh, heartstrings. Y'all look and sound great.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
Hi,
you.
how are you, heartstrings? Oh my gosh, it's been a minute. You know, people say that it's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
That sounds like an old phrase.
It is an old phrase.
Yes.
Yeah.
That sounds something that they used to say.
Yeah.
So I was reading this book today. I streamed earlier today, and I had this book from 1954 about etiquette. And in this book, they said, don't make fun of dialects, which I feel we do all the time.
Dialects like accents?
Dialect, yeah, is an accent,
Southern accent.
a southern accent.
What is
It's a
making fun?
dialect.
Like, oh, can we say people from Texas
It's
are dumb?
exactly what SpongeBob and Patrick were doing to Sandy.
Okay, I
That
was
is
just-
exactly what they were doing. They were mocking her about Texas,
Yes.
and she got rightfully upset. She
Yeah.
kicked them, you know?
She made them explode, if I recall
Yeah.
correctly.
And then in another episode, she took her revenge when she denied them water.
Yes.
I don't need
I
it.
don't need it. Well, he was trying to date her, right? Like they were.
No, I don't
Was he
think-
trying to prove like he could live in her dome with her?
I don't think they were ever romantically.
But I mean,
I don't think so.
I think so. I think SpongeBob
No.
and Sandy are.
No, they were platonic.
But he wanted to live in her dome with her.
I don't think he was doing it as there was no romantic intention. It was just, I want to see if I can make it.
I don't need it.
It was a challenge. It was the water challenge. Okay, well, let's start on our list.
Okay.
So we went to go see Eddington, which is by Ari Aster.
Yes.
Ari
One of my
Aster.
favorite contemporary directors.
is, of course, the director behind
Hereditary.
and Beau
Beau
is
is Afraid.
Afraid. Also,
Eh,
we say it with, we're not that, we're disdainful about it.
Midsommar was not.
That was the follow-up to Hereditary. So Hereditary, it was, just exceptionally troubling and gruesome.
And good.
Very good, but it was a very, very troubling film,
Yeah.
right? There was things in that movie that were just very uncomfortable. And so following up that horror movie with another horror movie,
But a lesser horror movie.
the expectation was too high for Midsommar.
Yes.
Right?
Well, also Midsommar, however you say it. It starts with one of the best opening scenes in any horror movie ever.
Oh,
And it's such a disturbing, scary, awful high note that nothing you see in the movie ever comes close to that again. So, like, that was a weird stylistic choice to lead so strongly.
yes.
Only to, like, you can't start here and the rest of your movie's down.
No, the opening was way too troubling. And so, yeah, like you said, it kind of just like nothing else was ever able to meet that same level
Yeah.
of,
Yeah.
I still haven't seen Hereditary, not sure if I want to. Yeah, Hereditary is a very, very intense horror film. It's very gory,
It's
too.
very gory.
If you don't like gore, it's very visceral.
That scene with the...
Yeah, it's a very, very gory movie. And not in a way where it's not like a slasher.
No.
It's just,
I mean, Hereditary, I would put it under the paranormal,
yes,
Bucket?
definitely.
but a gory paranormal bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is definitely paranormal, but is super gory.
Mm-hmm.
So we saw Eddington,
Which is his latest movie.
and it takes place during
COVID.
COVID.
The pandemic. It's a pandemic movie.
It is. It's a pandemic movie. It takes place during 2020 in this small town
Called Eddington.
that is supposed to be like a Midwestern town, probably a town that's like in New Mexico or Arizona.
It's in a desert.
And Joaquin Phoenix plays this sheriff, and Pedro Pascal plays the mayor, and they are on different sides of the spectrum in terms of the mayor has shut down the city. He's done a quarantine.
There's the mask mandate.
The mask mandate. You can only have necessary business. What was it called?
Essential business.
Essential, yes, essential workers. So they are under a lockdown. This very, very small, impoverished town. And then Joaquin Phoenix is the asthmatic sheriff who points out, why are we all doing this? And things just continue to escalate. And about 10 people walked out of the theater.
At least 10 people walked out of this movie, which was wild because there's nothing in the movie that is overtly offensive.
No.
There are some exciting and shocking moments, but nothing. If you'd seen Ari Aster's other movies, this is by far the tamest he's ever been.
Yeah.
The most reserved. But still, I think this movie, like the way I would describe this movie is it's a mirror. It's very much a mirror being held up to everyone who was in the pandemic. And I think some people can't come to grips with the fact that some of that stuff might have been a little silly.
Yeah, I think it was very clearly meant to be a commentary on how chaotic and insane and hypocritical that slice of time was for a lot of people, and just pointing out the irony in some of the stances that were taken in the movie. So it is a really long movie, but it just kind of continues to escalate. And but for people to walk out of it, it didn't make any
How would
sense
you not
to me.
know what this movie was going into?
Yeah, if you see the trailer for this movie, it's very clear that it's got,
Yes.
you know
what you're getting.
Yeah, and if you saw his last film, Beau is Afraid, he clearly has commentary on certain aspects of society, and he's not afraid to mock it, point out the ridiculousness of it and whatnot. So I didn't hate the movie, though. I've never watched it again because I don't feel like I missed anything.
So I loved it, and for me, there was a lot of little details that were hidden. The movie's unconventional in how it's shot. You get a lot of screens of phones, laptops, podcasts. Like, there's lots of scenes within scenes where things are happening on screens while the movie is happening. And there was a lot of little details in those things.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there's a greater conspiracy or if there's more to be seen in that movie, but I do feel like it'd be fun to watch it again with a pause button and just read through
Some of the
a
little
lot of the
background
nonsense.
things, yeah.
Because it's all constructed to be relevant. Like, as I was quickly scanning things on the screen, like, oh, this is important.
Yeah.
Like, this actually has value to things that happen in the movie. So I did like it from that regard, and I just really enjoyed the movie in general.
Yeah, there's little like Easter egg moments like that. That's all kind of, it's a callback to something that's actually either happened or a real
Right.
person or something like that.
It's very well crafted.
Yeah,
It's not for everybody, though.
but it has a very low rating on IMDb. I think everyone will hate it because if, like you said, it mirrors certain aspects that people, no matter what your position is about COVID, you might get offended by the depiction of the way he presents it.
I mean, it's funny because there is the you and I that lived through the pandemic. And in those days of uncertainty and in the moments where there are things unknown, like, we just follow what we're told to do, right?
Right.
And it's funny watching the movie presented from a creator and from an audience that now knows everything.
Yeah.
It's obviously played up for the
Right.
humor of it, but like, that's okay. Like, it is okay to make fun
It's
and to like point out
Right.
the goofiness and silliness and hypocrisy of things that happen. Like, it's okay.
I'd say it's like a satirical piece
Yes,
on COVID,
absolutely.
which we haven't seen a film like that.
Right. Like, no one watches The Simpsons and gets upset because, well, actually my dad does. But like, they don't think like, oh,
For different
Homer
reasons.
Simpson is me. You know, like, it's this movie. So it's very
Okay.
satirical. It's a good word.
Bishop says, please stop yelling over each other. It's making me uncomfortable.
I'm
That
sorry.
was a callback to when I said we were discussing Claire Obscure and everyone was saying that we were arguing and whatnot.
Yeah. Because
And
I
I
was
just
so
thought-
right about choosing the
Well, we were
correct
saying
ending.
we were constantly talking over each other, and that's just not. We don't talk over each other.
No.
If we interrupt each other out of agreement,
Right.
but talking over someone is okay. Let's actually do it. Let's actually talk over each other.
Okay.
Start talking about some music that you like.
Okay, well, the new Nine Inch Nails song just
No,
dropped
see,
for
I'm
Sean
gonna stop you right there. I'm gonna stop you right there. There is no new Nine Inch Nails song. There is no new Nine. I can continue.
So there is a new...
No, yeah, he's wrong about that. That is what talking over someone. That is what it looks like. Okay.
The new Nine Inch Nails song is really
Yeah,
good.
he has no idea what he's talking about. He doesn't listen to music. He's not an authority on this. That is what talking over someone looks like. Now, when we were talking about Eddington, and we're saying Ari Aster's a great guy.
What a fantastic
What?
stand-up
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, exactly. See, this is what talking over someone is like. And talking
I'm
over
having like a panic attack over here.
That is how, well, I had to stream earlier today when you came down.
Yeah.
And I was talking about conversation and the lack of why conversation has gotten so bad today. And one of the things was just we don't know how to, there's this debate culture where you have to constantly argue with someone. And it just, people don't know what that looks like.
No.
And so when they accuse us of doing that, that makes me so upset because we specifically are not like that.
Why would I debate you on camera for
Yeah.
others to see? Which we don't even do
We
privately.
don't even do that.
We don't do it privately. Like we're very agreeable. We get along.
Yeah.
Even when we have different points of view, like with Claire Obscure, there's never well, you're just objectively wrong. Your
No.
ending was terrible. Like, no,
Well-
it's like, I see where you're coming from.
Yes.
Here's where I'm coming from.
And I don't need to convert you to my side.
No.
There's no
I understand
conversion.
your point of view.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's just it.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know.
Imagine
People
that.
don't know that.
No, it's just-
Imagine.
Imagine.
Crazy.
Imagine
oh, the
thinking about
people.
someone else.
My dad hates that song by John Lennon.
A lot of people do.
He's like, that is an atheist anthem. That is an atheist song.
I mean-
imagine there is no God. I'm like, is it an atheist anthem? I don't. He's
It's also
talking
the
about.
socialist anthem, or it's the communist anthem, because imagine no possessions.
No, my dad hates that song.
So, you
he's
know.
like, oh, atheist anthem.
I never really, short tangent, I never really cared for that song, period. But COVID really did that.
Okay.
COVID did do that in for me.
Here's
I
celebrity.
hate that song too.
They
It's not
all-
because it's the atheist anthem.
They all took a verse. and it wasn't even in tune. No one actually matched up the key.
They were literally like with one of the.
Do you remember? Madonna was naked in her bathtub.
Yeah, I was trying not to imagine that.
Madonna was naked in her bathtub, and the water was all milky, covered with rose petals. And she's like doing this thing where she's like, we're all the same. Code affects us all. I'm like, girl, I don't know what you were doing, but this is not, like, stop. No one is doing this.
Madonna-
No one is doing this.
Truly one of the most like interesting
Oh my
arcs of a
gosh,
human
yeah,
being.
I
Like
know.
created some of the greatest music, one of my favorite albums of all time, like Ray of Light. Like, what happened? What happened?
She was caught photoshopping her face on a fan's body.
I don't. How? But
I don't know. I don't
she
know.
made such good. It's her music. Like, I feel bad. Something happened. You know,
Oh,
like
something happens.
something happened because you don't go
that's-
from being that talented to photoshopping
Isn't
your
that
head
the
on someone
whole
else's body.
the expression that's showbiz, baby? That is a comment on how awful
Yeah.
that machine is.
Yeah.
It chews you up, it spits you out, and that's show business, baby.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
that. What movie is that from? That quote?
know.
It's from a quote. It's from
Oh yeah,
a movie.
I'm sure.
Okay, so
that's
that
showbiz.
was
That's
Eddington.
Got it.
That's Eddington. Okay, we also saw this movie.
Which one?
I
I feel
wanted
like this,
to.
this shirt, like when it's spread out like this is me cutting you off.
You look big.
Like, look at me. I
You
look like
look
the
like-
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
My 600-pound life.
Like, how do I keep it like that? You
We
know,
could tie it in the back. You know, that's what they do with mannequins when you walk into the store. So sometimes I'll walk into the store and I'm like, oh, I love this mannequin. The dress looks great. It's got a great form. And then I'll go in the back end's pinned. I mean, I kind of mine looks weird too.
I think the
know.
couch adds,
The
the couch
couch.
adds 400 pounds.
Yeah.
The couch
Where's
adds.
the couch? It looks so. We're like Madonna in the bathtub. COVID affects us all the same. Yeah, I don't know why it looks like big on the. You know,
We're
okay.
never streaming on the couch again. by the way.
No.
This is the last time this happens, so enjoy it.
We should look up. You remember when we streamed a few years ago, we looked up the progression, the evolution of the gamer and the ways in which the body.
Yes.
We should look that up. We'll look it up at the end of this
Okay.
and check mark it and see if we've noticed any of these changes in us.
Oh, I definitely have. I'm falling apart. So gaming definitely took a number on me.
Oh, so back at Eddington.
Wait, I thought we were done with Eddington.
We are.
Oh, okay. Whew. Whew.
Okay, so one night, Bishop says, to quote a wise man about Madonna, she's rich, why don't she fix it? Who is that?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, who said that?
Who said that?
Who said that? Kevin Stryker says, let's all get some frilled fish.
Having
Oh, fish!
fried fish. Let's all get some fried fish.
And
Madonna.
I said, frilled fish. Let's all get some frilled fish. Oops, can't make for the dialects. We saw this video. I showed him this video about these two truckers. I showed him this video about these two truckers. And they were like, it was like right out of Red Dead Redemption. These guys were in a fist fight, but they were saying something indiscernible unless you were from this part of
The South.
the South. And we quote it all the time now.
I mean, I don't think it's specific to this trucker fight, but it's definitely something Southerners say.
It's something Southerners say.
It's something Southern, which we can say because we're Southern.
We can say we are as South as it gets.
I mean, we're as South as it gets for the
but
United
it's
States.
what you talking about.
What you talking about? What you talking about?
TALM. What you talking about.
Like, you know how there's shouldn't, should apostrophe nt.
Yes.
There's wouldn't have, which has two apostrophes. Tom is like T apostrophe A apostrophe L apostrophe M.
What you talking about.
Tom.
That is how you shorten it. What are you talking about? What you talking
What you
about.
talking about?
But it's such a good saying. Anyway, that was
That's
Eddington.
Eddington.
I wanted to watch this horror movie a
What?
couple weeks
Which
ago,
one?
remember? I was like, I want to watch a paranormal movie because I
Oh, yeah.
like ghost movies. So I
Yeah.
wanted to watch a ghost movie. And so I told him, I was like, let's watch a ghost movie.
And I'm like, I'll find a good one.
So you found this really good ghost movie
I know how to find any good horror movie
by the horror subreddit.
by the horror subreddit.
Sponsored by ourhorror.com.
The only good subreddit left standing is r/horror.
Yeah.
Bless it, but you can find whatever you're looking for there. Those people are so agreeable, but continue.
So you found this movie.
Yes.
And it came out like the same year as The Sixth Sense.
Yes.
And that's why it got overshadowed.
Which is sad. The movie is called A Stir of Echoes.
With Kevin Bacon.
Stars Kevin Bacon. And you pointed this out. But I think this might be the first movie to do the creepy
Oh, yes.
grudge
yes.
walk girl.
What I mean, how do you even explain that? It's like,
I mean,
it's kind of like it's lagging,
Yes.
right? It's that laggy
Yes. It's
kind of,
yeah.
It's missing one single frame in between the animation to make it look like that
and it's
grudge
like
walk.
shaky,
Yes.
you know. Like Scarlet Witch does it in the MCU a couple of times.
This film did it first.
This film did it first.
It has to be the first instance because The Grudge came out.
I mean, this is probably a video essay, right?
Yeah.
Because like,
Oh yeah, this could be that.
who did the first like stutter
Right.
ghost?
The ghost laggy walk, and it was definitely Stir of Echoes.
This definitely feels like the 1st and it's so creative.
Yeah.
Such a cool movie that I'd never heard of before. Thanks horror subreddit, but what a good time.
Yeah, it was a great movie. Kevin Bacon, they live in Chicago, and this family is, they're experiencing some paranormal activity, and then Kevin Bacon is trying to figure out, after he undergoes hypnosis, he is transformed for the worse, and the story just gets more intense from that point. And it was so enjoyable. I love a good ghost movie. I love the whole idea of, being able to cross over and see signs and stuff like that. So it was really, really just enjoyable as a paranormal movie. But I liked some of the details in the film to where you're like, oh, okay, the reason why that was happening was because there was like active.
Yeah.
It was really, really good. So highly recommend it. It's called Stir of Echoes if you're looking for a paranormal movie from the 90s.
In Chicago.
Yeah, in Chicago.
It's kind of a cool
We
little slice of
never-
life
yeah.
Chicago movie
Right.
too. Like it's just neat. It's a neat movie.
So that was really enjoyable. Stir of Echoes. What's your natural accent called? So I've been told we have a southern, Florida accent. I'm not sure if that's a thing.
I don't think it is. I think we're
I
neutral.
don't think. Yeah, we might just be neutral. I don't think we have an accent.
We're neutral, like American accent.
Yeah,
basically.
normal North American accent, I think is our accent.
And there's a reason for that. Is because Florida is so transient. So
Yes.
both of us were born in Florida, which is very rare.
Yes, you
Most
usually don't
people
have native
aren't.
Floridians.
You do a survey of like 100 people, you'll find one native Floridian. But that's why there's no accent. It's because we're so diverse. A lot of Northerners come down. Like a lot of New Yorkers come down to Florida.
Oh yeah.
For retirement or relaxation.
Which is funny because Meganon says that's a neat mug. Thank you. It's a Junji Ito
Uzumaki.
mug. We got at a little craft fair.
You probably can't see the cup, the details, but it's covered in spirals. Which, by the way, the Japanese word for spiral is Uzumaki.
He's learning Japanese.
Huh.
Say something in Japanese.
Watashi no flex.
Je m'appelle
That's not how you say it.
Sera.
Maybe like flex des watashi no suma.
Holy. We're going to go to Japan and rock it. They're going to say,
Kore wa watashi no suma. That's what I'd
wow,
probably
how
say.
well do you speak? I think Japan will have a better reception to you speaking Japanese than the French did to me when I spoke French.
I could be like, denwa eki wa doko desu ka? Which is like, where's the train station?
There you go. See?
Yeah,
It's good to make an effort.
you gotta try.
You have to try. You always have to try.
I've been learning for a little over a year, and you can see that it hasn't really. I don't speak it much. I'm hearing it and reading it and translating it more than I speak it. So it's very hard for me to just do it on the fly.
It is difficult. I
Yeah.
mean, learning a language, you have to compute. And this is why people, I get so upset with this whole, dismissive idea. Oh, you're in my country, speak. Do you know how difficult it is to? No, the people saying this probably do not know, but it is incredibly difficult to translate in your head in real time when you are right in front of someone.
Yeah.
And trying to make up for the pauses and whatnot. Un moment, s'il vous plaît. Je dois en. That's how it would be.
Yeah.
That little snippet of that's how it takes to process language. And you're like the stuttering, like it's not an easy thing to do, and to be so dismissive. Oh, speak no. Can we just stop? If you don't speak another language, then you sure as HE double hockey sticks don't have the right to get on someone for not being able to like this. It's very difficult.
So Kevin Stryker 210 says Japan's word for spicy is literally just spicy, and then he writes supaishi. So that's true for a lot of Japanese words, because up until the 1900s, 1800s, Japan was so insular.
Yeah.
They didn't have words for a lot of things outside of Japan, because they had their own technology, they had everything. So once the water bottle came to Japan, then it's like mise botoru, right? It's just bottle with ru on the end. So one of the nice things about learning Japanese is so many English words just exist with a ru or a du on the end of it, and you can kind of just get away with that.
Yeah.
But the phrasing and the way that they construct sentences is completely different, and that's really the hard part, and the characters. Although I do know the hiragana and katakana, so I can read their alphabet, but I can't do these kanjis. That's difficult.
That's a whole other
I'll
thing.
never know.
Yeah.
No.
That's a whole other thing. And that's Eddington.
That's Eddington.
We also watched another scary movie, old, Noroi the Curse.
Oh.
We watched this movie because I wanted to see a scary movie.
That movie was good.
That movie was great.
I've wanted to see that movie for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Noroi the Curse.
Whew. Found footage style.
Was it before Blair Witch?
I don't know.
Someone who's in the chat, look up if Noroi the Curse came out before or after Blair Witch.
Yeah, as I have my phone right here, I could look it up.
You could.
Well, someone will like to report.
But we're going to let someone be smart in there, so we don't have to be smart right here. That movie made my skin crawl.
Yeah.
But out of all the found footage movies we've ever seen, I feel like this one made some of the best usage of actual found footage. It incorporates game shows. It incorporates where you would find footage, right? Security camera footage and everything that you could find to compile a documentary.
It's not just a CCTV footage live stream in our house, kind of thing.
Right. Well, the person making the movie is the person in the movie.
Yes.
He is building a documentary about this curse.
Behind the camera was an active actor. He had an active role. So it felt very realistic. Japanese film, Noroi the Curse.
Really good.
Recommended if you like horror movies. And that's movies.
That's movies. Sweet.
Now, move on to video games.
Okay.
Death Stranding 2.
Death Stranding 2, which I beat this weekend, and I cried. You came in right when
I told them you cried.
It literally said a Hideo Kojima game, and I was actually done before then, but I was just like, I can't keep it in anymore.
I had to give you a hug.
You did. She had to come hug me, and I cried for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I cannot remember the last time I cried that much at a piece of media.
Yep.
Which should be all I have to say about the game, but that's underselling it a bit, because I love Death Stranding 2. I think it's a really good game. I think it's a direct improvement in every way over the first, which I still liked a lot. But when I was playing it, I was like, man, I think I like the first game's story more. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But I like the first game's story more, but I love everything about this game more. And then the last 5 hours happened. And I realized, oh my gosh. The reason I don't like the story for this one so much is because he is giving me pieces that are all going to come together, and it's going to be even more impactful and powerful than if it was just fed to me the way the first game was. It really reminded me of Metal Gear Solid 2 and Metal Gear Solid 4. So if you liked those stories, you're gonna like Death Stranding too. But holy wowza, just a masterpiece of a game. I plan on actually finishing some of the side content. I think if I had one key complaint about the game, this is for you because I know you're gonna play it one day.
Yeah.
If you're gonna play Death Stranding 2, one thing the game doesn't actually do a good job of is showing you the bosses. Because there are optional bosses all over Australia where the game takes place, and they're totally optional. But there's some really cool creatures and things that you can interact with and
like
fight.
the weapons in Final Fantasy VII, you might not know
You
the
literally-
emerald weapon was at the bottom of the ocean.
I was going towards the final mission and came across one.
Wow.
And I was like, wait,
Yep.
like this whole game, have I been missing this specific thing? And I was. So I want to go see all the bosses. I want to finish connecting. I have 2 more things to make connections
That's
to.
the beauty of playing a game on your own without a guide, but also the downfall.
Well, it's kind of funny too because Death Stranding is a co-op game. Whether like, not in a conventional way, right? Like when you play Death Stranding, you're actually plugged into a world that has hundreds of other people. So they can put signs in the ground, kind of like Dark Souls.
Yeah.
They can help build roads. They can build structures you can use. Like, it's very neat because everyone's helping each other.
Yeah.
And the game's about connection. And it's literally a game that encourages you to leave things behind to help other people. And I didn't realize it till too late, but there are literally icons on the map that people left. It's like, here's where these bosses
yeah.
are. So like, it's a magical game.
I'm going to play it one day.
Truly, I can't wait for you to. I can't wait to talk to you about Death Stranding 2 and like how impactful that game is.
Yeah.
There is a scene if you're never gonna play Death Stranding 2, if you're never gonna play it, this is just for the audience, go look up the first instance of Neil showing up in that game. I've never been so impressed visually by a video game in my life.
Is that the puppet?
No, he is not the puppet.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna spoil who Neil is. But if you look up the first encounter with him, you will just be like, how did this get into a video game? It's magical. It is like the Alan Wake dance scene, just level of impressive,
Well, I
just
can't wait to
mind
play
blown.
it. I can't wait. It'll take forever, but I sure can't wait.
You should play it. I think
I'm definitely not going to stream it though.
don't stream it, play it.
It'll take too long to stream. I have realized that when I stream things, I'm very slow because I feel too overstimulated by like, I'm keeping up with the chat. I'm also, hey, what's up guys? KiteTails is here. How does Death Stranding 2 compare to Expedition 33? There's a lot of comments. Let's keep up for the comments, shall we?
Shall we? Okay, so I don't understand
Let's
the game.
just start.
How is a walking sim fun? So Death Stranding 2, I think, actually does a really good job of this. And I also think Death Stranding 1 was critically maligned. People kept calling it a walking sim. It is not a walking sim. If anything, I would call it a hiking sim that also includes all of the traditional Hideo Kojima stealth combat elements. So it's not a walking sim. You've been lied to by the media, and for whatever reason, Death Stranding 2 avoided that curse entirely. Like
You've
everyone,
been lied to by big FBS.
you've been lied to by big game reviews. It's really weird. Like that would be like saying Metal Gear is a sneaking simulator. Like, yes, sneaking is a huge part of the game, but you can't boil it
Yeah.
down to that, right?
That's not the main goal.
It is so reductive.
Yeah.
If it seems interesting, if you like adventure games like Zelda, like specifically Breath of the Wild, if you like going from place to place, but also finding interesting encounters and occasionally getting into some stealth combat sections, that sounds fun, Death Stranding is probably right for you. It's also wrapped up with a whole bunch of Kojima nonsense. How does it compare to Expedition 33? It doesn't. They are radically different.
Totally different games.
Like I can't draw a single comparison beyond they both have really good music.
Yeah.
Like
That would be like if someone's like, hey, do you want raspberry? And you're like, no, but I'll take celery. And you're like, I don't have that.
I mean, it'd almost be like, do you want raspberries or do you want potato chips? Like
Holy!
they're so different.
They're not even in the same
Why am I being
area.
offered?
Yeah. But that was Death Stranding 2.
That's Death Stranding 2.
So now moving on to our next game, which was the studio.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Wait, why was Death Stranding up here?
I don't know.
Okay, so we jumped around. We
jumped.
somewhat have a formula where we're like, movies, although on here it's different. I think I have video games listed first and then movies and shows. But we have all of our shows.
TV
next.
shows.
TV shows. So we kind of skipped. I guess let's just do games then, right?
Okay.
Okay, so Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Donkey Kong Bonanza. Really good game.
Yeah.
It sucks this year because Clair Obscur, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Death Stranding 2. Like, there are so many just 10 out of 10s.
You say it sucks, but that's in crowning Game of the Year.
Yeah, I don't
That's
even...
like, it's a good year for video games, but it's like, everyone's gonna, we have all these nice original games, although people don't like the Game Awards anymore. Everyone thinks Jeff Keighley's bought.
Oh, I love
Jeff Keighley and his Louis Vuitton.
Oh.
Jeff Keighley and his $10,000 sneakers.
I love Jeff Keighley.
He's like, what's up, gamers?
I want to be
Check
friends.
out my dids.
If you're watching
My
this, Jeff,
duds.
let's be friends.
Wouldn't it be cool if one day Jeff like contacted, hey guys, do you want to take the place of the two Muppets on the show?
I'd be like, can we wear a costume? And he'd be like, of course. Get over here, Flex. And I'd be like, okay, Jeff,
Jeff
buddy.
Keighley personally knows us by name.
That'd be great.
Can't we advertise ourselves as like, you know? Because I don't want to say like we'll do a better job than some of the presenters, but we certainly will write better jokes.
I actually
than
am
what someone-
prompter trained.
That's true. Yeah,
I
he
do
actually
do
can
media events.
do this stuff.
I'm media trained, prompter trained. I know how to do all of that.
And then I
good
would just
stuff.
say, I'm not reading your jokes. I'll write my own jokes if jokes are even necessary. Sometimes not everything has to be a joke. Anyways, Donkey Kong Bonanza is fun, you said. I haven't played it yet, but I've watched him. And you like dig down into the ground and you find gold.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to explain it.
That's like calling Death Stranding a walking sim. What I will say about what about Donkey Kong Bonanza? Like, truly a unique game. Like, yes, it reminds me a lot of Banjo-Kazooie and like
Smudge.
the old N64 platformers.
Come here, honey.
But they played Minecraft.
Yeah.
And they specifically did the thing where I'm gonna get into that place by digging around and said, that's too slow. What if we made this like fast and fun? And the whole game just works. Like, it works so well as just I'm gonna destroy that terrain to solve this goal. There's bananas everywhere. It's the equivalent of stars in Mario. You just wanna get all the bananas because it just makes you stronger and better. You can level up and do more stuff. And it's so satisfying. It's so fun. I'm not bored at all with a limited set of things to do. And I'm like 4 or 5 worlds that you're going deeper. So like I'm levels deep. It's just a magical game. It is truly like
Thanks,
a
Nintendo.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with this is a perfect game.
We were thinking about streaming it.
It's really
Maybe
fun.
we should.
It's really fun.
Today is not Friday Night Live. That's correct. Today is Wednesday Night Live.
What is that dog? What is this dog doing?
He's getting his stuff.
Okay.
We again, I streamed earlier, and so I had all this stuff set up. So I was like, let's just stream now because I don't want to have to set up all this stuff again or move it upstairs. But we don't know which format we like. Again, we may not do this as a live stream. We may do it as a podcast. If people like it as a live stream, if the format works, then we'll do it as a live stream.
Yep.
Again, this was always a live stream. It was never a podcast between us. Everything we did, every single mishap, even that time when someone told me to check the couch, I turned around and I noticed my dress was too short. All of that was live. All of it. There's never been a moment.
Remember that time I threw the iPad at you?
Remember that time you got jealous of Smudge?
Oh, good times. Good times in the live stream.
So, live streams are the best. Okay, well, we'll just take that one vote. Oh, okay, voting's closed. We gotta vote.
Thanks.
Thanks. What's your
Voting
name?
complete.
Okay. Anyway, Donkey Kong
Donkey
Bonanza.
Kong.
You've also been playing Tony Hawk 3.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is just becoming the flex session.
Yeah, don't worry. We're gonna get to the one game I played. Cool.
Okay, yeah, so I just want to talk about Tony Hawk 3 real quick because on the pedestal of my favorite games of all time,
Yeah.
like it's number 3. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3, I've said this a lot tonight, a perfect game. Truly, every level in 3 is fantastic. They just re-released it and people are kind of like, on it, which I think is unfortunate because one, it's very difficult to play Tony Hawk 3 these
Yeah.
days because there's no re-release of the original. And they did a really good job of just recreating all the levels. Yeah, they didn't get all the music, but like if you play it on PC, guess what? Mods, like you'll be set.
And the music too, I'm sure, like that's
the
expensive.
rights, that's the problem.
I know.
Right, like I'm not mad at
You
them for
can't
not
hold that
including
against them.
Fight Like the Brave for the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Like, it's an okay song anyway, and if I wanted it, I can put it in there.
Yeah.
And put it in there. It's just really good. If you like Tony Hawk and you like Tony Hawk 3, get it. If you like Tony Hawk 4, guess what? Here's a hot take. I think the goal structure of Tony Hawk 4 sucked. I did not like it, and I think it's so much better having the structure of 3 where it's time-based and you have to achieve the goals in 2 minutes versus the infinite time. That was when the series started to go awry and those levels were good. So, hot take over, good game.
Ooh, Block Rocker 1 is not letting you have it.
Oh no.
What? What's up, Block Rocker? So, I just want to say, people, when you said people weren't keen on Tony Hawk 3.
They weren't keen on 3 plus 4.
Well, this is something I've seen people, I feel, and this is something where we have a lot of armchair critics today, right?
Yeah.
And so we have people who will criticize every single possible thing there is to criticize, right? Hey, Kitetails and Flex, those pillows aren't exactly the same shade, whatever. You'll find something to criticize. But at the same time, I could come over to your house and I'm like, would you have to scramble to clean your toilet before I got to your house? Like, but you were in a position to tell me that my pillows aren't correct. That is the thing, like, hey, let's loosen up our standards and our expectations of things if we ourselves are not, like, presenting our best, right? Maybe we're in a position where we actually we do have high standards for ourselves. Maybe then I can say, like, I had higher expectations. Like, I think we need to just tone it down a little bit. Let's not everything has to be to our utmost, we can't dissect it and it all has to be perfect. We watched Superman, the new one by James Gunn.
Yep.
And we loved it. We did a review. Which we got like 3 comments. I think there was sock puppet accounts. Someone was very upset that we loved this movie. But we went to go see it with a friend. And we walked out of the theater and he says, I didn't like it. It was too fun. He said it was too fun, okay? He said, they made me laugh too much. I wanted it to be serious and it was too fun. And I thought, I did not say anything because I said, I'm not going to engage with that. That is the most ridiculous criticism I've ever heard for just a summer blockbuster. It was too fun.
It's supposed to be fun.
Oh, the phone vibrated and Penny was sleeping on it. Poor Penny.
Poor Penny.
But like that kind of criticism, like let's just tone it down a little bit. So anyways, Tony Hawk 3.
I do want to read Block Rocker 1's comments because Block
Yes.
Rocker 1 has, these are Tony Hawk, said Tony Hawk 3 and 4, is it worth it even though they changed 4? So we talked about that. I clearly offended him because he said, wah, and then how dare you flex. And I just want to say, after Little Kitetails just made this whole thing about criticisms, all criticisms are valid. I just think there's a lot of hate on this game that I feel is completely undeserved. I'd rather live in a world where Tony Hawk 3 and 4 Remake exists than one where it doesn't. And I personally like the structure of 4 being matched to 3 than original 4. 4 was still a great game. I played at least 50 hours of it as a child, so.
Also, Kevin says this pillow looks like a cookie from Yoshi's Island.
Yoshi's
that is
Cookie.
exactly it.
The Game Boy game.
This Yoshi's Cookie.
Yo, my gosh, that game was so good.
But this is right. That's the vibe. Thank you, Kevin.
It.
I love that. So I will say, we need to leave things alone a little bit. We need to just tone it back because when we go through when things aren't up to this high expectation of here, he's licking your foot skin. Show up on the camera. Smudge likes to lick skin as a self-soothing behavior when he's anxious. He's a very anxious dog. Anyway.
Remember that time I got jealous of you on the street, Smudge? Remember, Smudge?
I just want us to tone down our extreme criticisms just a little bit because I don't think it's beneficial to anybody, to be that critical of things. So now moving on to a game that we've both played. This is called Schedule 1.
Oh. Oh.
So when you start this game, in the beginning it says, this game does not condone, drug use or drug selling. These are all fictional. Please do not become a drug addict. It is about...
But they're not fictional.
This game is about of being a drug dealer.
Not just a drug dealer, a drug grower, creator, mixer,
Yeah.
chemist, packager. You get to do all the drug things
Yeah.
in a little town. And you have to get everyone addicted because your drugs have an addictiveness.
They have a rating so you can like find the most addictive drug.
And you got to
To
go out and push it
manufacture.
on people. Like
So-
run around the town, give free samples. Hey, you want to buy this every day for the rest of your life?
So we started out by making just OG Kush.
OG Kush.
Just straight up OG Kush,
Straight OG
right?
Kush.
If you mix OG Kush with Listerine, it makes this product called Purple Cheese.
Purple cheese.
And so we went from selling $30 a weed head, what's that called,
A nug.
to 64, which is quite a step
Double
up.
our profit on them nuggies.
So then we got a dealer, and then we unlocked downtown, and then that dealer, and we like offloaded our clients.
We've
then
now
we had,
hired
like,
staff.
Yes.
So we have a grower, we have a
We have a
packager,
grower.
and we also have a chemist who's mixing. What's the current combination?
oh my gosh, Megan, this is like Stardew Valley. Yes, exactly.
It's Stardew Valley with drugs.
It's Stardew Valley with drugs.
What's our combination right now?
Our combination, our product right now,
What are
it
we
sells
selling?
for $90. It's called
It's called Ultra Slime.
Ultra Slime, okay?
It's
Ultra
like a light
Slime.
shade of red nug.
It is OG Kush, so the base weed, mixed with paracetamol. What is the pill?
I don't know what that is.
It's a pill.
It's a pill you
called-
can get at a gas station.
You can buy it over the counter. We
At the
buy
gas
ours
station.
at the gas station. Then you mix that with Coke. Here, you're gonna have to put it over there.
It's called Cuke in the game universe,
It's called Cube.
which is just their brand of Coca-Cola. Smudge, you gotta stop by.
And then you mix that, and then that first it's called pink ass. So then you mix pink ass with a donut, and then it makes Island Rhino.
Island Rhino
And then Island Rhino you mix with the banana.
and
it
banana makes Ultra
It makes
Slime.
ultra slime. But
And if you smoke the Ultra Slime, it gives you all kinds of effects. It turns your hair red.
yeah.
I think it makes you float if you jump.
Yeah,
You get,
because
like,
it doesn't have they have
anti-gravity.
really sweet things. But when I started making the meth, it was very detailed. It was like raise it to 200 degrees C, and then place the burner over here. It was like very, very detailed and intricate. And I thought, this is like an instruction.
Someone who worked in this game has made meth before. I'm just saying.
Someone knows the process.
They know how to
And you
make
had
meth.
to bake it and all this stuff. But it is really fun.
It's so much fun. Makes me want to be a drug dealer IRL.
You want to say that? But it's a really, really fun game. It's called Schedule One. So if you like sim games and stuff like that, it's multiplayer too. I think it's like up to 4
Up
players.
to 4 players, yeah. And I mean, the multiplayer helps. It would
It
be
does,
a nightmare to
yeah.
play that by yourself. It's so much to manage.
It is a lot.
Even with hiring staff.
But we were laughing about it because we're like, you know, especially you see shows like The Sopranos and whatnot. These guys they work so much to avoid having a traditional job, right?
We were playing
So-
last night, and I literally said, like, as we did a shift from 7 a.m. to 4 a.m.
Yeah.
I'm like, these people work so much more than I do
Just for the same like.
and run the risk of, like, getting shot, going to jail,
Yeah.
you know, like, is it worth it?
But you're working so much to avoid just having a traditional job.
Yeah.
Which I feel like this game encapsulates. But it's a really fun game. It's called Schedule One. It's just goofy. It's very cartoony. It's not realistic at all. It's not like, you know, your characters have dopey eyes.
They look
that
like Rick and Morty
They look like,
characters.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Like kind of Muppets. But that's Schedule One. Ultra Slime sounds like someone on the front page of Twitch. Feeling like an entrepreneur of illicit substances. Yes, that's kind of what we, you know, laughed about talking about because we're like, let's make our most addictive one and let's get our dealer on like certain areas. But it is just a fun little sim game.
Like, it literally encourages you to go up to strangers walking around town, offer them a free sample of your product to
Yeah.
get them in your contact book so
Right.
you can continue to sell to them every day. Like,
It is actually the most, that a little town, like, they're like, hey, I need to buy 5 Ultra Slime. And we're like, dang, that's like you just gave me $600 the other night.
You could have bought a PlayStation 5.
Like, this town is loaded.
This town is loaded.
It's loaded.
And they're buying every day.
But it's a really, really fun game. Repo is another multiplayer game we played.
Which is very popular.
REPO. It's very popular,
Very
yeah.
popular.
But it's along the same lines of Lethal Company, I think, is the first game that did it. And so Repo is like Lethal Company. You are a team of people.
Little robot Muppets.
You go into a building and you get
Haunted
collectible items that are worth a certain amount of money. You put them on the trolley, and then you take the trolley, and you have to have a certain amount, $18,000, in order to evacuate the premises. And so it is one of those infinite games. There is no beating it. You just, how long can you sustain yourself? And in all these levels, you have to deal with monsters and pitfalls and things like that. So it's a really, really fun little game that we've enjoyed playing.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I think my favorite thing about Repo, if you've never seen the game, it's worth just looking up a video of how the communication works, because it uses proximity chat. And your characters are these little, they look like Muppet or like hand puppets, but their mouths move when you talk. And you have to use proximity chat, and their little eyes kind of Google around. And when you're playing with other people and you're like actually looking at them on the screen talk to you the way that a mouth works, it's really funny.
It is.
It adds such a level of charm and character to the game that, like, it didn't need to do. But it's my favorite thing about it is actually the proximity chat and the way that the communication works.
Yeah, it makes it fun. It brings this very kind of old school vibe to it. It kind of feels like an older game, you know.
It's funny too, because like certain monsters or effects can change the way you talk or make you say things that you didn't say. And it's just like it's really clever and cute.
Yeah, it's just a fun little party game if you want to play a game with your friends or anything like that. So that's Repo. Blue Prince. Now this is a game that I streamed on Twitch like a couple weeks ago. I streamed it for one day, and that was it. And then the rest of it I played offline because it's a puzzle game, but the way in which it works is every single time you start a new day, the house resets, and so you have to put down another room, and that room connects, and so it's like a modular puzzle game. People were calling it a roguelite, that I read.
Yeah.
I don't like. That's such a loose. Now we're gonna apply that term to everything. It's kind of like how people throw around the whole Souls game. Like, does this really have to be the way we explain?
The podcast I listen to actually has a perfect descriptor.
Yeah?
It's called Lore and Logic.
Lore and Logic. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lore and logic game.
It's a lore and logic game, not like a roguelite.
No. There are roguelike elements, but primarily it is lore and logic.
Yes. It is a puzzle game.
Yes.
And I really enjoyed it. I found it incredibly addicting up until a certain point. And it's so funny because when I was streaming it, my friend Arsenic told me that he said, he wrote me a message afterward and said that people like this game, but the criticism was that it hits a certain part and then it becomes very frustrating and repetitive. And I found that was unfortunately the same thing that happened to me, is because you could possibly get locked out of a really good run if it was like pulling a slot machine. It's like gambling, kind of. And so there is some sort of, you can, up to a certain point, affect how it goes, but so much of it is chance.
You know, it's fun. You know that meme with the Jedi, where it's a bell curve, and on one end is like an idiot, and on the other end is the Jedi, and in the middle is like a rage face.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, it's a pretty common meme.
Yeah.
I'm sure
someone's seen it.
Our audience knows. But I feel like Blue Prince is very much like, this is fun at the low end, the stupid end. Like, this is just fun. I really enjoy this. And then you get to that middle part where it's like, I hate the randomization. And I did get there. But then you get past that and you're like, wait, I love this. Like, there is a zen and like, oh, I can make the randomization work for me. I can bend these rules, and it doesn't matter what you give me. I know how to beat you. Because there was a time when I was just like you. It's like, I don't like this randomization. And then I'd get past that, and like I could literally get to the end state every time.
Yeah.
I could just make it happen. And then it was more like, how do I freaking solve this one puzzle that I don't need to beat the game, that I just want to figure out and solve?
Right.
That's the game. I love it.
Well, I just felt it was too. So I don't like when things are too pretentious, and I know. Consider the source. I don't think I'm a pretentious person. I know I come off that way. Maybe I am pretentious. I don't know.
I think you're a little pretentious.
How am I pretentious?
You have very high standards. You're very
Okay, but
eloquent. Your
pretentious-
tastes are eclectic.
Pretentious implies there's some air of superiority in which I have to turn my nose up.
I mean,
I think pretentiousness is put on. It's a negative term. It's used as a
you're not pretentious in a
prerogative.
negative way, but I think you are definitely
pretentious. Let's look
you
it up.
respond to things based on your intellect, your eloquence.
Okay, but I have to read now.
Okay, let's hear it.
Pretentious is claiming that or behaving as if one is important or deserving of merit when such is not the case. A pretentious socialite is the example.
Okay, well, you're not that.
Number 2, showing or betraying an attitude of superiority. Possibly. Not intentionally, though. Number 3, marked by extravagant or presumptuous outward show. Ostentatious.
See, that's you.
Synonym, showy.
That's you.
A pretentious house.
You are the third definition of pretentious.
I don't think so.
You are absolutely showy. You are extravagant.
Yes.
You look at me. I'm like a lump. I'm like a lump in your couch you can flatten out.
No, I don't think
You are this like elegant, refined. I mean, you literally did a stream earlier where you read Etiquette for Young Moderns.
Etiquette for Young
If you
Moderns.
stream on Twitch and you read from Etiquette for Young Moderns, you are pretentious. Just FYI.
You want to say that? Oh no, Bishop says more pompous than pretentious, more Frasier than Niall. That's actually perfect.
It's really
That
good.
is actually
It's true.
perfect because on the scale of pretentiousness, you have Niles Crane, who is flicking off breadcrumbs with his silk scarf.
Block
And then
Rocker 1 and
you have
Kevin
Niall-
Stryker says ostentatious. Is a good word.
Ostentatious? Okay.
Which is, yeah.
Ostentatious.
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 Somehow that feels like a pretentious word in itself, but what's the
Yeah,
definition?
well, ostentatious. Characterized or given to ostentation.
I knew it. She's an Austinizer.
They're using the word in the definition. Fond of, enticing, ostentation. Fond of or enticing ostentation.
Is ostentatious not a real word? Is this what we're getting to?
And then you go ostentation, pretentious display meant to impress others, pretentious showiness. This is the most vocabulary.
This is the blueprints of words.
Yes, this is like a puzzle. But what was I going to say? Pretentious. Why does it even bring that up?
That's the blueprints.
Oh yes, pretentious. I was like, okay. So, by the way, these microphones that we used,
By the way,
we have them each adjusted to a different sound. Mine is increased to 2 decibels. His is decreased by 3.
because I'm loud.
Do we sound the same? Except when I get really worked up, then I get loud. So then I'm like, rawr. You know?
And I'm like, "Rrr."
But hopefully we sound the same. Kite tentacious. Oh, I like that word.
Kite-stentatious.
Sorry, search engines failed you. Yeah, that needs to be.
We're in an anti-Google house now, so we use DuckDuckGo and Brave Browser.
But it's so funny because sometimes so we were watching Peaky Blinders last night, okay? Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders.
And it takes place in England.
Birmingham.
And some of them are meant to be Irish.
Some of them.
Sam
Not all.
Neill's in it. Sam Neill from Jurassic Park, also from Possession, also from
Mouth of Madness, also from Event Horizon,
So Sam Neill
and Jurassic Park 3.
plays a boorish, corrupt detective. A seedy, I don't want to call him, it starts with an I and ends with an L.
Individual?
But he plays a detective, okay, Sam Neill. Anyways, Peaky Blinders, the whole
Peaky
idea
Blinders.
is Peaky Blinders, they're talking like this in Peaky Blinders. And someone said, "Are you serious?" It wasn't our voice, okay? And Siri said,
Like, what's
We're like,
the point?
Siri,
What's the point?
One, my phone is
listening.
in Do Not Disturb, so it's fine. One, that wasn't even our voice. Two, that wasn't even our accent. Why are you responding?
It sounded nothing like us.
It was like, are you
Nothing like
serious?
us.
And she's, So my name's Sarah. My boss, my old boss.
Oh, great, you did it.
Oh, that's our music playing. Hey Siri, please stop playing. Okay.
This is great. No, continue.
So sometimes we'll say, hey S, and it will start playing
Just refer
music.
to her as Samantha.
And it's like, here's some music you might like. And it's nothing either of us listen to.
It's so weird.
It's nothing either of us listen to. And maybe it's because like if you took two of our music tastes and put them together, it comes up with like, you know, the
random middle.
yes.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't know how to
It doesn't know how to bridge
either.
9 Inch Nails and Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, so there's just like, I'm gonna give you this. And it's nothing that either of us
Indie
listen
folk.
to. But yeah, so he used to always say, hey Sarah. And Siri would say, uh-huh. He's like, get down, Siri. Oh, we have to stop. Siri is really
I
upset.
keep say a different name.
I know, I forget. Anyway, okay, so that was the Blueprints.
I just want to
Okay.
say, Blueprints is fighting for Game of the Year. For me.
No.
It's not going to get it, but that
won't.
game, like I love Death Stranding 2, and I think Death Stranding 2 is my Game of the Year, but like Blueprints, my goodness. That game did things for me that games have not ever done before.
No, for
I
me.
thought I was too stupid to play that game, and that game made me take notes, 8 pages of handwritten notes.
But I just don't like how far out some of the puzzles were. We are
Yes.
going. We were saying we want to stream Myst together.
There are
by the way.
objectively bad puzzles in
Yeah,
that game.
there's some. Okay, there are some puzzles where it was just
Yes.
churlish.
Agree. But still, the way it made my brain work was so satisfying.
Yeah.
It scratched an itch in my brain that I've wanted scratched for so long. So like, thank you, Blueprints.
We need a good puzzle game, a non-pretentious puzzle game.
I've heard, maybe y'all know, is Lorelei and the Laser Eye any good? I've heard it's very similar to Blueprints and Myst, but like kind of a noirish hotel.
Ooh, I like
Could
that.
be something that's worth investigating
I like
into.
noir and I like hotels. Okay, you joke, but indie folk for me, please. Oh, so you like Mumford and Sons?
Hold me first,
Hold me first.
'cause I'm a hopeless wonder.
Mumford and Sons, that band with Zooey Deschanel. What was that called? Him and Her?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, I don't know what classifies as indie folk, but I really love this band called The Bird and Bee, and I don't know if they've done anything recently, but I really love a lot of their songs. Anyways,
I want to shout out Sufjan Stevens, greatest indie folk rock of all
Yeah.
time.
Sufjan
Shout out
Stevens.
Sufjan.
We went to a Sufjan Stevens concert, and this guy was jacked.
He's a magical human being.
He was just like, okay, he's been working out.
He's magical.
And he was like dancing up there.
Yeah, I love him.
Okay, so the worst fandoms on my YouTube channel, I made a post. I said, is there a game in which the fandom has ruined the game for you? And guess what the #1 response was? Guess what the top 2 responses were?
Repeat the question. I was reading the comment.
I said, is there a game in which the fandom has ruined the game for you because of their behavior? Like, is there a video? Guess what the top 2 responses were?
Where the fans have ruined the game.
Yes.
I mean, I think of Star Wars, but that's not a game.
No. Specifically video games.
Overwatch,
Okay.
Counter-Strike.
It was from Soft Games, just as a whole.
Yeah.
Followed by Undertale.
Oh,
Followed by Undertale.
that's a better answer than
I
either
got
of the ones
so
I
many
picked.
responses for Undertale. Now, I streamed Undertale when it came out. When did Undertale came out? I feel like it came out in like 2015, 2017.
I don't know. I played it way later.
Undertale. So
I don't like that game.
I streamed Undertale, and I was having the viewers watching they were acting up so much that I said, you know what? I stopped the stream. I said, I am not going to continue this stream unless you all behave yourselves. And if this behavior doesn't stop, then I'm not going to stream, because I had reached the end of the stream and I had to like mom them. But then they came back, everyone was behaved. Everyone was okay. We want to see, because I streamed the entirety of the game, and this was like my last stream where I was going to bid the fight, and everyone was all worked up. So I just find it so funny because Undertale, 2015, thank you. Like, even to this day, Undertale, really, it's been 10 years, but it still has this kind of like, fanatic fandom to it. And so they were basically saying Undertale fans are really aggressive in that if you get something wrong about the lore or the story, or they attack you. And so I was kind of shocked to hear that Undertale was FromSoft. I knew FromSoft because I have personal experience specifically with some people in that community who are just the kind of most obnoxious, atrocious people that I've ever met in my entire life. But that was more so like on the content creator side. I didn't have any bad experiences with the fans or anything like that. I'd have some people watch a video where they're like, you only have one health flask in that video. What'd you do, use them? I'm like, yeah.
It's a video game.
Yes, I used what I was supposed to use in this game. So I was just kind of shocked with those two. For me, I said recently mine was Claire Obscure because we had this debate video and people were just like absolutely wringing either one of us through the mud. They're like, one of these people here is an adult. The other one is stupid. It was that level of pettiness. I just thought it was the cringiest type of stuff, the cringiest stuff. And so I really love Claire Obscure. Now, would I let the viewers, the fans of it ruin it for me? No, I wouldn't seriously let them, but they tested my patience for sure. They definitely made me annoyed.
I had a weird experience with Undertale.
Yeah?
This just reminded me because I remember you played Undertale.
Yeah.
And then I never played Undertale because for whatever reason, I just wasn't interested.
Yeah, I remember you didn't.
Which is weird because I like indie games.
Yeah.
I like arty games. So I finally got it on the Switch like years later when it came to the Switch and I played it through. And I was just like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I've always associated Undertale with Earthbound. Because like Undertale is kind of a spiritual successor to Earthbound. And I never played those games. So I went and played Earthbound. And then I played Mother 3, the Game Boy Advance one. And holy wow, those games are so much better than Undertale in every way, shape, and form. And usually you think like the spiritual successor would be like better than. But that's truly not always the case. Just like how, hot take, Demon's Souls, still the best Souls game FromSoft ever made.
Yep. That's some people will attack you for
Some
that.
people are going to get real mad if they make it this far.
Bishop pointed out, I said, wringing us through the mud.
Yeah, you wring them through the mud.
Because I combined putting us through the ringer,
Yep, and wring it through
the
the mud.
shirt ringer, with dragging us through the mud and wringing us through the mud. Which
Kevin,
is even worse.
Kevin asks, Demon's Souls on PS3 or PS5? Either, but preferably PS3.
I remember we streamed Dark Souls once. We streamed it.
Oh, Dark Souls 3.
Dark Souls 3.
The one where you cried.
I cried out of frustration.
On the first
Okay,
boss.
you know
Which,
how-
to be fair, it's a hard first boss if you've never played those games
You know,
before.
Lex Luthor, how he's looking at Superman and he's crying. He's got these angry tears in his
Well,
eyes.
that's a little bit of a spoiler.
No, you could see it in the trailer.
Oh, okay.
Remember, I made
It's
fun of
okay.
it.
Yeah.
In the trailer, go watch the Superman trailer. Lex Luthor is looking and he's got tears in his eyes and he's angry, okay? That was me with this Dark Souls boss. I had angry tears in my eyes. And someone said, you should divorce me. And they were serious.
I tell you, not you guys. Y'all are great. But the people who show up for some of the game streams, my goodness. What treasures we have on Earth.
He was like, if I was married and my wife cried, I don't know how you put up with it.
There was a comment. Minagon1 says, how do you all feel about Night Rain?
I played the demo of Night Rain, but I had the worst experience with some people in the Elden Ring community that it completely soured my desire to continue playing the game. And I feel like that is the point where I'm at right now, is I'm trying to get back to the point where I'm like, it's not the game's fault these people suck, because it's truly not. And that's the whole point of this thing. It's not a game's fault. It's not Star Wars' fault that their fandoms are crazy, right?
No.
No one intentionally sets out to create a really unlikable fandom or a fandom that has repugnant behavior or whatnot. No one's trying to do that, right? What's that? It doesn't like Night Rain, that's a divorce. There's some people who probably feel that way. So I have zero interest in it, is the long way of saying that. I'm not at the point right now where I have any interest because I'm so burnt out because of just some of the absolutely immature behavior I was on the receiving end of.
Night Rain's the first FromSoft game since like Armored Core 4 that I haven't played.
Yeah? We just don't have
I didn't
any
play
interest in it.
Deracine, but that's because I didn't have it.
I played
at the time.
Deracine, yeah.
You got to play it.
The VR.
But yeah, it's the first one I've passed on. And it's not even for lack of interest. I just don't like Elden Ring that much. Like, it was fun to play, and so was the DLC. But that world is so...
I mean, as my statue is right over
As
here.
we have the 10-foot tall Mesmer, like, there's something about Elden Ring. And like, I
Have
see...
you guys seen my statue? Because I'll go move the camera and
Move the
show
camera.
you.
Move the
I'll
camera.
move the camera and
Show
show
them.
you my statue.
You're about to see a statue in our living room. There it is. Ta-da! A flex for scale.
Yep, so there's my boy. And I won that in the contest. Anyway, why is it this is now seeking, it's like found footage stuff.
Yeah, this is how that starts, the documentary. They show the close-up of the statue, and then it's gonna come back later that the statue moved.
And then we're
They're
gonna
gonna be
go
like, he
with
wasn't making
that.
that face earlier.
The statue's missing.
Yes, I don't know what, like Elden Ring, you played so much of.
I played like over 200 hours of Elden
At
Ring.
least. But for
At
me,
least.
like I would rather go replay any FromSoft Souls game, including Dark Souls 2, which is slept on, it's such a good game, than ever play Elden Ring again.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I think the tightness of their earlier game, and I mean, I'm a Demon Souls fan, I'm a Bloodborne fan. Those are my two favorite Souls-likes. The tightness of those games really brings out the fun of the combat. I think it also brings out the handcrafted artistry of their world design and their levels, where Elden Ring just feels like it's like Oblivion. And something about Oblivion is weird. Like,
What about it?
I don't know what it is. I was replaying it,
Yeah.
the deluxe edition, and I was just like, it's Morrowind is one of the coolest games ever made. It's got this weird alien world. It's on a volcanic island. It's perfect. I gave it 1,000 hours when I was in high school. And Skyrim is such a Norse caricature of fantasy. And then Oblivion is Elden Ring because it's just this kind of washed out, boring fantasy world.
Yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, there's things that I like in here, but on the whole, this is sterile.
And so you've played every single game in that series, and that's your opinion of that game.
Yes, so
Right.
I haven't played Night Rain because I'm kind of just
So Elden
done.
Ring was the only game in that series. Well, no, I played Bloodborne.
You played
too.
Bloodborne? Yeah.
I played Bloodborne and then Elden Ring.
I played Bloodborne like 8 times.
But that was the worst fandoms. I just was surprised by those.
Yeah.
It was FromSoft. Now it was my
I think Block
audience.
Rocker
so
1
it
was surprised
a
that League of
little-
Legends wasn't on there, and I'm like, that's true.
No one said that.
That's
no
crazy.
one said League of
'Cause
Legends.
I mean, it was a meme for a while that League
Someone
of
did
Legends was
say-
the most toxic.
Yeah, I know. That was a thing.
Like, join a game, get a slur.
No, no one put Rust on there either. But I don't think so.
It's too small.
Rust, yeah,
It's too small.
It's too.
I mean,
yeah.
it might be statistically the most toxic, but we would never know.
No, but yeah. So that was the worst fandoms. I just thought that was really interesting. So now we're gonna move on to shows. We've been watching Peaky Blinders, and now this is a show that my brother has. You know how some people will tell you like, oh, you need to watch this show. You need to watch this show. My brother has been telling me we need to watch Peaky Blinders for a while. Oh, it's so good. I don't know why we never watched it. I think it was because we didn't have Netflix.
Yeah, we do an on-off with Netflix where we
Yeah.
pause it every few months.
But
just
we
'cause.
subscribed to it.
To watch Squid Game.
To watch Squid Game.
We'll
Let's
get to
take
that.
it. We'll get
We'll
to
get
Squid
there.
Game. But we've been watching Peaky Blinders, and it came out several years ago.
Yeah.
but it's been really enjoyable.
It's so good.
It's really, really good.
I can't think of a time where a live action period piece like this didn't grip me.
No.
And it's following like The Nick, Deadwood, Peaky Blinders. Like this is television
Yeah.
perfection in my opinion, and
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
And so I'm watching another period piece called The Gilded Age, and it's by the same creator of Downton Abbey. Someone will tell me his name.
I don't know.
But I'm watching Gilded Age, and that takes place during America's Gilded Age, which took place during the late 18th century.
Julian Fellows.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I knew Bishop, you would be the one because he watched, he likes that. But so I'm watching Gilded Age, which is a period piece, but absolutely not the type you would like. It's like
Yes.
drama, family, the whole arranged marriages and the med, and new money and old money. But I love that slice of I love that time period in America because I just find it really, really captivating. Like The Age of Innocence, which was this film by, I believe it was Martin Scorsese that did Age of Innocence. And let me look this up before I attribute something to Scorsese.
For me, a good historical television, the more dirty the people are, the better it's gonna be. Like Taboo, Deadwood, like if they're covered in dirt, it's gonna be a good show.
Yeah.
I love a good historic show where people are just absolutely slathered in
It is
dirt, grime, and muck.
Then you wouldn't like this because it's very clean.
Yeah,
It
no,
is by
no.
Martin Scorsese, by
Not
the
for
way.
me.
It has Michelle Pfeiffer. It has what's his name? Daniel Day-Lewis. If you
Ooh.
could just look at this thumbnail, you see it's like very...
Just look at it.
Daniel Day-Lewis, what are you doing?
I do like Daniel Day-Lewis, and I do like Martin Scorsese.
Bishop and I watched this awful movie called Dangerous Liaisons
Liaison?
with Glenn Close and John Malkovich and a young Keanu Reeves.
Whoa.
And Michelle Pfeiffer.
Okay.
And Uma Thurman. So
Whoa,
it's got
keep
like
going.
this big cast, okay? In the movie, John Malkovich, we need to look up a photo on it. Here, look up a photo on the phone while I'm talking about it. Look up John Malkovich in Dangerous Liaison, okay? Women were killing themselves in this film because they didn't have a shot of him. And you just have to see, he looked so scummy. He just looked so scummy. So women in the film were dying, falling themselves because they could not get the attention of John Malkovich in this film, okay? And I just thought he looked so scummy. Like he's just finished kidnapping someone and holding them hostage in his palace. That's how he looked. But like Glenn Close is dying over not being able to. Michelle Pfeiffer, be with me, John Malkovich. I just thought, fop behavior? What is that? What is that?
I don't know.
Fop. Is that a term or is that an old? No, I think that's an old term.
An old term.
I think it is.
An olden term. It's probably in a little
see.
book.
It is. It's an old, yes, it is, fop. A man who is preoccupied with and often vain about his clothes and manners, a dandy. One whose ambition is to gain admiration by showy dress.
I love the word dandy.
A coxcomb, an inferior dandy. What is a coxcomb?
This is the linguist stream. I hope you guys appreciate the time we spend in the
Coxcomb.
dictionary.
A coxcomb, C-O-X-C-O-M-B, is a conceited dandy, a fop. A jester's cap. A coxcomb.
Coxcomb.
A strip of red cloth notched like the comb of, I guess that is not also.
No, they're referring to a chicken. They're using the word cock to refer to a chicken.
No, that's not that.
Absolutely
The
is.
comb of a cock which licensed jesters formerly wore their caps. The cap itself.
But I think they're talking about like the rooster, right? Like it's the rooster thing. The jester is the rooster thing,
Is that
right?
what it's called?
The cocks, yeah.
A strip of red cloth notched like the comb of a cock which licensed jesters wore.
Yeah, because they have that thing on their head.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they have that thing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The roosters have that thing on their head.
Can any of the local jesters verify this? What is the origination of your cap, please? A fop.
The Logic fan says
Thank
Flex
you.
is right.
Fop behavior. Yep, he nicknamed him under the order of Cheeky Brummies. What is Cheeky Brummies? Are you teaching us bad words?
I love this. I love what this has turned into.
And see, this is the benefit of streaming live because we would not, ever hear the expression cheeky brummies.
No.
Let me look that up before I say.
Or fop behavior. Like out of all
I
of
love
the Gen
that.
Z slang.
That's not Gen Z
Well, no,
slang.
I'm saying
that's
like
real.
you have all these new,
Oh,
these
yeah.
new words, all these new Gen Z slangs, right? But like fop behavior, we need to bring that in. Like that needs to become a new thing. That's good. Fop energy.
Oh, Brummies is an accent. Okay. Complete guide to Brummie slang. Brummies. As a born and bred braised Brummie. That's a tongue twister.
Alter Bride guy says cheeky brummies, just a play on Peaky Blinders. They were from Birmingham, and the people from there are called brummies.
That's hilarious. We were wondering if Peaky Blinders was a real gang name because it's so,
It's so
good.
good.
It's
Such a
so
good name.
It's so, yeah. And so Peaky Blinders is a really, really fun show.
Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders. And Cillian Murphy, we love.
We love.
By the way.
We do.
Killian.
Cillian Murphy.
I was calling him Cillian for a long time.
Same.
But it's actually Killian.
This whole time. Who knew?
So Peaky Blinders is great. Now
Squid Game.
Squid Game. Squid Game season 3. We loved Squid Game season 1.
We loved Squid Game season
2. We were excited about Squid Game season 3. It started off strong. Right out the gate, Squid Game season 3 started out strong. As it continued, it went downhill very quickly.
I think if you're gonna, I think you can just tell. If there's a CG baby in your creation, you done messed up. Go back and rewrite and remove that CG baby.
The CG baby. Okay, so we don't have newborns, but I've helped raise for a period of time, practically fresh out of the oven. Okay, it was nothing like the way this CGI baby acted. This baby that I cared for. I called him a little popcorn shrimp because he was so tiny. You could hold him like his tiny butt, like this. I just held him like a tiny, and he just curled up. He was like a tiny popcorn shrimp, just perched on my shoulder. He was very, very demanding. And it wasn't, there's no logic to it. It's just, I will cry and scream until every single one of my things.
It's The Sims.
Yes, yeah. But the baby in Squid Game season 3 never had a diaper change.
Is huge.
It's enormous. It is not a popcorn shrimp. It is huge.
Huge. And the baby is literally 1 day old for
It's
the
1
entirety
day
of the
old.
show.
Yep, it is fresh,
For the entirety of the
Freshly
baby
born.
on the show, it is a day old.
and it doesn't need round-the-clock nursing. Its diaper never gets changed.
It never cries.
It never wakes up.
It's
It
this
actually,
big.
It's this big. It slept through the entire night. And this was directly after I had taken care of this newborn. And I said, you know what? This has been such it has taken me, it is so immersion breaking to see this like giant newborn baby compared to the tiny little brand new popcorn shrimp I just took care of, that I could not, I'm like, I can't take the show seriously anymore. I can't not focus on this baby is not being fed, its diaper is not and it's just sitting there, it's like a real doll, it's like a doll.
But it's not a doll.
It's not a doll.
It's CG.
It's a CGI
and
baby.
It's terrible.
And that CGI baby ruined season 3.
So what's really, that is so distractingly bad. But the last episode, I'm not going to spoil it if you haven't seen it, but the last episode of Squid Game might be some of the most insulting writing and just plot disacknowledgement and confusing, it does what Game of Thrones did in season 8 in an hour of television. Just how did you do so bad what you did so good for 2 straight seasons? It makes no sense at all. Even the time that things happen in the last episode makes no sense. 6 months have passed. But have they?
I think we got to a point where we're like,
What?
what? When did this happen?
Like we kept, who is this? When is this?
It was
What
very,
is
it was
this?
very disjointed.
It was so bad.
we
Insulting.
have guessed that the creator of the show most likely didn't want to do it, but Netflix either forced his hand or made him split it up into season 2 and season 3. But it didn't feel like it had his intention at all in it. It was just, it was forced upon him.
I want to read. Twisted Bishop said, "It's strange they put an SNL skit at the very end of the season 3."
Yeah.
They basically did.
That's the perfect way to describe it. Without spoiling, that's the perfect way to describe it. So we were really disappointed because I really, really loved Squid Game, and it had such a
1 and 2.
disappointing ending.
So good. It's
Kind of done in by the third season, but that's just like everyone loved Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
People had house parties. People knew the song. Din, 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 din. And now no one talks about it.
No. They even tried to bring it back with the House of
Yeah.
Dragon, and like I refuse to watch it because I'm still burned.
You're still burnt.
I'm
by
still
it.
burned. You cannot get me back, Game of Thrones.
No.
Fix your ending, then I'll come back.
So that was Squid Game.
It took Andor to get me back into Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
After the sequel trilogy,
Andor is so good.
you insulted my intelligence
Yeah.
so much that I needed something truly perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Game of Thrones and Squid Game are going to need if you ever want me to watch your stuff again.
Yeah, just unfortunate. But a really, really good show we watched was The Studio, and that
Oh
is
my
on
gosh.
Apple. And that is a, what's his name?
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen. Okay, funny guy Seth Rogen.
Funny guy, but like
Well,
not,
okay.
not the funniest guy.
Right, but that's how everyone knows Seth Rogen from him, like his
Weed comedy.
Pothead,
Yeah.
Pineapple
He's Smokes
Express.
Ultra Slime makes a movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that is what Seth Rogen, that is the, what's it called? The depiction of himself that he's kind of built
Right,
for
he's
himself.
just
The
stoner
reputation,
humor.
right? Stoner humor.
But he's a very good human being. Just need
Yeah,
to say that.
he's
Seth
a,
Rogen's
yes.
a great human being.
He's a huge advocate for Alzheimer's research, and he just seems like a very sweet person with good intentions. So we saw The Studio, which is a show on Apple that you said you had seen a good review for, and it takes place in basically Hollywood. It follows this film studio, and it's only, 10 episodes long?
It's 10 episodes long. They're 30 minutes each for the most part.
Yes. And every single episode is either filmed in a homage to a certain style, like there's a noir episode, there's a Looney Tunes type episode that has, and it's all very, very reverent and respectful, and you can tell Seth Rogen
Loves
movies.
Like this show,
He loves film.
Severance came out this year. And like Severance
Severance
is
season 2,
a
yeah.
perfect show, right? But the studio might have actually done more for television cinema than any show in the existence of television cinema.
Yeah.
The second episode is all about oneers. A oneer, if you're not familiar, is just like the Steven Spielberg thing where the camera moves and it tells a story in a single shot, usually going for minutes on end.
Yeah.
The second episode is about filming oneers
Yes.
while the entire episode is itself a oneer.
Yeah.
So they are making a oneer in an episode with a oneer, and it is like, how in the freaking heck
Yeah,
did Seth Rogen do this?
if you don't watch the show, at least watch this episode just to see how well laid out it is. Because like you said, they are being filmed.
They're making a oneer while doing a oneer.
Yes.
Like it is mind
It's
blowing.
very, very impressive. But I just love that he loves film so much. So his character, he plays a studio exec, but clearly he wrote the show, he produced it,
Yes.
he acted in it.
He directed episodes too.
Yes, this is very much like
His passion project.
Yes, he's putting a lot of himself into it. He may play this guy that loves movies and stuff like that, but you can tell you don't make film, you don't make media like this about film without understanding film as like an art form. And it just made me have so much more respect for Seth Rogen. I'm like, oh my gosh, Seth Rogen we'd probably get along great with him talking about film. Because he loves it so much, and that's very apparent by this show. So the studio is really, really good if you like quality writing.
It's very
It's
funny.
very funny. It's
It's
hilarious.
very funny.
It has Seth Rogen, Bryan Cranston, this guy that we thought was Mark Wahlberg's brother.
But he's not.
We were convinced he was a Wahlberg.
But he's not a Wahlberg.
We don't know who he is.
He's not a
We should
Wahlberg,
look up
though.
He's not a Wahlberg,
He
but
is funny.
he looks more like Mark Wahlberg's brother than Mark Wahlberg's brothers look like him. We should find a picture
It's got
of him.
Catherine Hahn, and she's absolutely
just funny.
hysterical. And what's her name? Her name's also with a C. She's really funny.
Oh,
Beetlejuice.
shoot. What's her name? Schitt's Creek.
Beetlejuice.
What's her name? Oh my gosh, I can't believe. Catherine O'Hara.
Catherine O'Hara. Catherine Hahn, Catherine O'Hara. That's why I got confused.
Catherine O'Hara. Okay, Ike Barinholtz. This guy looks like Mark Wahlberg's brother.
This guy is Mark Wahlberg's
Okay, so
brother.
this is this guy. He looks like Mark Wahlberg's brother to the point where we're like, oh my gosh, Mark Wahlberg's brother's in this movie. Nope, no, not a Wahlberg.
Not a Wahlberg.
Not a Wahlberg.
But hilarious.
But he looks so much like him. I mean, come on, this looks like Mark Wahlberg. He looks more like he's related to Mark Wahlberg than his own brothers. But it's such a good show. We can't
So good.
recommend it enough. The Studio on Apple.
Not endorsed.
Not endorsed. We're not endorsed by anybody. No one endorses Mole Man. Okay, I am watching And Just Like That. I'm going to talk about this briefly because I have never seen
You
a
might need to explain
show.
what it just like that
Okay,
is.
okay, let's see. In the 1990s, this groundbreaking show, Sex and the City, was aired on HBO. And 30 years later, they've rebooted it. So it is now called And Just Like That, and they've dropped one of the main actresses. And I've never, ever seen a fandom so unified in hating something as much as the fandom of And Just Like That.
Is it toxic?
It is not toxic at all.
I love it.
There's nothing toxic about it. We hate this show. We hate it.
But you watch it.
Every week I will not be late for it. But we hate it. And you might say, why are you all watching
Why are
something
you all
hate?
watching something you hate?
Why are you watching something you hate? Because there is this level of comfort to it. We've seen the show so much. Everyone knows everything about Sex and the City, if you're a Sex and the City fan. To the point where we know more than the writers. It's like when Ron Swanson goes into the hardware store and someone says, "Sir, can I help you?" And he looks at him and says, "I know more than you." That is us with the writers. I know more than you about these characters, okay? I can tell you episodes, who they dated, what time period this happened in, which season it's from. I know more than you. And so, And Just Like That is so poorly written. And even the executive producer, Sarah Jessica Parker, was like, I don't watch that show. And I showed you a scene from the movie.
You've shown me a couple of scenes,
I showed you a scene from the clip.
and I know you're
from the
cherry
show.
picking like the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
But holy crap, I can't believe that like made it through editing.
Yeah. I showed him a scene in which the two characters are on the phone together, and he says, I don't want you to ruin the mood. He beeps the horn and says, I S-H-I-T my pants.
I S'd myself. And this is supposed to be like a romantic engagement between two people. And I think he actually did poop his pants. I think that was the implication, is that he did poop his pants.
It was just so
Like,
gross.
who gets scared by honking the horn that you poop your pants? Like, I cannot.
It was just so disgusting.
As someone who's never seen this show, the writing, it feels like it's AI. Like it's two AIs talking to each other, but even that would still be higher quality than honk the horn, I just pooped my pants. It's really
This is
weird.
actual writing. Actually, we're not prefacing.
This isn't hyperbolic at all.
This is legit what happened. Okay, so
And like she's like, I love you. Like after he pooped his pants.
it's horrible. It's awful. And so I've just never seen a fandom so unified in hating something as much as this fandom. And yes, I will continue to watch it, but I just think it's one of those rare occasions in which everybody hates this show.
That's pretty wild.
I've never seen a phenomenon like this. You go to the subreddit, it's nothing but like a snark subreddit. We hate this show.
I kind of love that there's a unification there.
There
though.
is. There's because it is so poorly written, and that's the thing. It makes me happy that, and I know this circles back to me saying we need to loosen up on our standards a little bit. That is when it comes down to scrutinizing tiny little details. This is poor writing. This is they legit forgot characters had died and then rezzed them back to kill them off again. It happened. They forgot a character died in the first season. They brought him back to kill him again in this season.
It's crazy.
And everyone was like, what are you doing? So it's just, there's no
But don't
quality.
like the actors, aren't they like, oh no, see, actually,
The writer, yes, the actors were defending it.
excuse me.
When the fans called them out on this, they were like, oh, no, that was the step parent who died. Not the actual biolog. That was this, like, no, that's not what you guys said. Just own up to it. So I just think it's funny how unified they are in hating it. I've just never seen anything like that before. We did watch this one-off show, Poop Cruise. That was all about...
It's part of this Netflix Trainwreck documentary series.
Yes.
Which we saw the Woodstock 99
Right.
before, and that was really good. So
And
we
it's-
watched one called Poop Cruise.
Just about events that are like a train wreck. So something was really wrong. And so this was about that time in like, when was it? It was like
2014, right?
2015, yeah, 2014, when a Carnival cruise was stranded at sea and the toilet stopped working. And so they had to poop in biohazard bags.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't just the toilets.
It wasn't the toilets. Everything stopped working.
And it's
The
crazy,
fridge,
like
the
in
power.
3 days, how it became a tribal.
Yeah.
There were like religions formed on board, and like
3 days.
Lord of the Flies.
That's all it took was 3 days.
Which
And
is
that's kind of scary.
The exact same story as Woodstock 99.
Yeah.
Like by day 3, it was tribal.
Which is kind of scary to think about. It only takes 3 days for society structure to fall apart. I think we're screwed.
We are totally screwed.
If anything catastrophic happened, like if we had like a Dr. Manhattan squid situation, we would be just toast. That's just it. And that's kind of terrifying to think about. What's the energy efficiency rating on your fridge, first time chat? What an odd question.
What an odd thing to say.
I think it's efficient, I want to say.
That's like one of my favorite Simpsons memes. Is
What's
when
that?
when Bart is like, "What an odd thing to say."
Yeah, I think it's efficient, I
I
want to
quote
say.
that too much.
I think so. So last week we went to a 90s concert. My friend invited me to. And I guess I had a very different idea of what 90s music was. So I don't have mainstream music tastes, for one.
No.
Definitely not at all. I'm very eccentric. But not eccentric like Aphex Twin. I don't even know what my music taste would be called.
Why do you think Aphex Twin is eccentric?
Because he's like, no one knows who he is.
Show of hands. Who knows Aphex Twin?
I know who he is. Just because of that one music video,
Which one?
the Rubber Johnny one,
That's a good one.
which is a euphemism for,
I mean, it's in the video.
yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know what that was. I thought it was a balloon.
Technically, it is.
I know who Aphex Twin is. Anyway, master of pseudonyms. Who's that? Richard D. James.
That's Aphex Twin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know him that well. I don't listen to his music. I just couldn't. I would consider that music to be eccentric. I don't know what you'd call that music.
Electronica.
Well, I don't listen to it. I don't know what.
I feel like every time we talk about music and I'm in the space,
Yeah.
you become like a little mouse. Like when you're doing your record stream, and I heard you upstairs, like, oh, she's got this. She's confident. She's going. But then I show up, and you're like, what is this? It's like, it's Rubber Soul, or it's Revolver, like the greatest.
I don't know Revolver. Who's Revolver?
It's the Beatles.
I don't know that.
It literally had John, Paul, George, and Ringo on the cover.
I only know like 5 Beatles songs. I Want to Hold Your Hand, Yellow Submarine, that other one, Hard Day's Work.
Hard Day's Night.
Okay.
Yep.
And that other one, Help.
Yep, that's
I
5.
need somebody help. I know, Hey Jude.
That's 6.
Um,
Keep going. Let's see how many Beatles.
Imagine.
Let's see. Okay, that's not Beatles, but go ahead. You're at 6 Beatles songs plus 1 John Lennon special. How many Beatles songs does Kite Tails know? Are we going to do an over/under? Is it more or less than 10? Place your bets right now. Can you get to 10?
Till There Was You,
Okay.
which is a Beatles song. Beatles song. Twist and Shout.
Good. I don't even think that's their song, but they did sing it on
Yeah, they
Please
sang
Please
it.
Me.
They
So
were-
yep.
That was them.
You missed some really big popular ones that you should know.
Now I already said I Want to Hold Your Hand.
Yep.
Help.
Yep.
Yellow Submarine.
Yep.
The Walrus.
What? Well, you have to give me the full title.
The Walrus.
It's not The Walrus. It's something something The Walrus.
Mr. Postman Walrus.
Nope. We can come back to it.
Let's see, some other Beatles songs. I don't know. That's all I can think of right now.
Man, there's so many good ones that I feel like you know, but you're not saying.
I'm trying to think of some Beatles like songs in my head. I can't think of any more.
Man, like no Eleanor Rigby.
Lucy in the Sky with
There
Diamonds,
you go.
Eleanor Rigby.
Oh, here she goes.
You know. Not that other one that it was. Nope, it's not that. No, Bye Bye Do DiMaggio. That's not that.
That's
Mumford and no, not it's two
Simon.
two people. Simon and Garfunkel.
Yep.
Yeah, so I don't really listen to the Beatles.
Okay, all right, calm down. Let's not
My,
hurt anybody, okay?
my music taste is just I don't know how to classify it. So when I said eccentric, maybe that's not the correct word. Possibly ostentatious.
It's funny because Kevin Stryker 2010 says, "Till There Was You, deep cut in comparison." It is funny because like that's not a song I would ever think of, pull out of the sky, when I think about the Beatles. You know?
I only know that song because I like the Peggy Lee version of it. And when I said, "Hey Siri, play Till There Was You,"
And here it goes.
it won't.
It didn't play the right
It
song.
didn't play the right
Hey
song.
Siri, stop.
But I only know about that song because I looked up. I thought Peggy Lee sang it originally, but I think the Beatles sang it originally, and then I like Peggy Lee's cover of it. So that's the only reason I can't take credit of, really knowing that. But yeah, no, you're much more musically
Discovered.
discovered than I am.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the Beatles.
But we went to this 90s concert anyway.
We did. I like the 90s too. I love
he
the
likes
90s.
the 90s.
It's my favorite. Well, I like the 80s more, but I think the 90s, it's my second favorite decade.
But this was a cover band, and
Yes.
so we were expecting them to play the hits,
Yes.
The hits.
The 90s hits like,
We all know them.
yeah.
We all know
all
the hits.
know the hits of the 90s.
Sugar Ray.
For example,
Sugar Ray,
a hit by Sugar Ray is,
All Star,
wow.
Smash Mouth.
Guy Tills goes to a 90s concert expecting to hear 90s music. Here's 90s music. What's this garbage?
We got there. Okay, first of all, the concert venue was very loud.
I hate the House of Blues.
It was the House of Blues.
It's
yes.
not acoustically designed. I've seen bands there before that are good, and it's not a good place to see music.
It was a loud venue.
It's very loud. It's very tiny.
And the DJ he revved up the bass so much that I could feel my skeleton vibrating.
Yes. And I thought the music the DJ was playing was actually a good slice of the 90s. You had Darude Sandstorm. You had Fatboy Slim, Funk Soul Brother. Like, he was doing lots of fun sort
He
of
had
90s
that
dance
one
hits.
single by House of Pain that I know all the lyrics to.
Jump Around.
Jump Around.
Like, he was in the good songs.
Yeah.
The bass was so overtuned. Like, it was like, I'd have to wait for a minute to figure out what the song was. I'm like, oh. Funk Soul Brother. Okay, I heard, there's so much bass
Yeah.
right now.
It was
My
vibrating.
skeleton is vibrating inside my jelly.
I kept actively checking my watch because I wanted to see the decibels because I'm very, very paranoid about losing my hearing in loud environments because one of my friends told me that little crackle fizz you hear is the swan song of your ear hair dying. And once it dies, it's dead.
Trust me, if my ear hair could die, I'd be so happy.
The little
They're
things.
long.
The things inside your ear that funnel sound Once they're gone, they're gone. And so I was very paranoid. And we do have ear protection that is, they're earbuds from NPR. They were from their concert series, but they're made to filter sound. So you can still hear, but the loud music can't hurt you. It can't hurt us to hear the loud music.
Is the loud music in the room with us right
But
now?
I was so worried that I wanted to put toilet paper in my ear.
And she did.
I did. I tried.
You did
And
the
it
Larry
didn't.
David.
It didn't help. I
No.
did. Larry David stuck toilet paper in his ear. I'm like, well, maybe it will help. So I tried that. It didn't help. Everything was still coming through.
The band finally came on, and the band was a 90s cover band, and they were talented. I think they did a really good job of sounding like the songs they were playing. So they did Smash Mouth All Star, they did Shania Twain, Man, I Feel Like a Woman. And then they did they did do the 90s, but it's not the 90s that I loved, right? For me, the 90s is everything that was on Digimon the movie, the soundtrack.
Yeah.
That's the 90s,
Right.
which does include Smash Mouth All Star.
But
But
they came out of the door swinging with this really hard song.
they did. They did. I forgot about that. I'm glad you brought that up. So they came out of the door, this
Yeah.
band, playing Smash Mouth Today is the greatest. And I was like, well, dang, this is going to be a Flex concert. All right, let's go. Smash Mouth. And that
hated it.
was the highest
Yeah.
of the point they would ever get to. We did leave after the first set, so we don't
Yeah.
know if it got better. But it certainly didn't while I was there.
They played this
Tragically.
song. Also, sorry. I need to tweak the auto mod because Kevin said, it's funny how a venue shaped like a crown would sound like shit. Sorry, auto mod. Yeah, they came out the door like shit.
They did.
They played
They
this
did.
one song. It was a country song.
I
called-
got friends in low places.
And suddenly I was very scared. Because it was like every single hidden redneck in that venue.
Which there were a lot.
They all
They were a
rose
lot.
up.
They all kind of, it was almost like, you know how in movies there's like the sleeper agents when they activate and suddenly they're stronger, they're bigger, they're tougher.
Yeah.
They were all singing in unison. It was like, oh, should we be afraid?
Yeah, we were like,
Should we,
what is
should we
this?
be looking for exits
Is
right
this
now?
like the sleeper cell is going to awaken? It's like this their anthem song, their activation song.
That was weird.
It was odd.
And then
it
like
was
after
really,
that they
really
played
odd.
Livin' La Vida Loca by Ricky Martin.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
It was all over the place.
A swing of the pendulum,
Yeah.
you know? It was a really weird concert. And
It
yes, it did
was.
represent the 90s, but at the same time, like, it didn't at all.
And I really don't. This unfortunately will make me sound pretentious, but I hate the venue in which you have to stand around and listen to music. I want assigned seating. I want J8 in the
Yes.
cheap seats, okay?
Yes.
I like having a seat. I like going to when I think of a concert, I expect seating. I do not expect standing, huddling in a corner, shoving toilet paper in my ears.
What an
Because I'm
experience.
afraid of losing my hearing, okay? That was not my thing.
No.
But because I was invited there by my best friend and I love her to death, and I didn't at all want to even seem just even a tad bit spoiled, I was putting on a good show, trying to, bob to the music and stuff like that, but it just was not my thing. I like orchestra concerts.
Well, I mean, I'm a little sad because Nine Inch Nails is doing a tour right now,
Yeah.
the Peel It Back tour, and I've seen clips of it, and it is just a master class. Like he's done it again, and he's really put together an amazing show. It's not coming to Orlando, sadly, but it's an arena tour. So I've always seen Nine Inch Nails from the pit, and I've been fortunate enough to be a freak that gets there like 12 hours early so I can be in the front row
Yeah.
with my brother. But I would love to actually see them seated.
But you had a really awful, terrible experience last time you saw him, didn't you?
I mean, it wasn't. The concert itself was fine. It was outdoors. It was in Tampa.
So his parents, how many years ago was this?
I was in college, so I mean, this had to be 2002, 2010, 2011. Yeah. And I was still living with my parents, and I wasn't entirely sure on hotel reservations or
Yeah.
anything like that. But I wanted to go see Nine Inch Nails, and they were in Tampa, and they were playing with Street Sweeper Social Club and Jane's Addiction, who had just come out of not hating each other and would never do that ever again until they did, and now they hate each other again. So it was a cool opportunity, right? Big show in Tampa. I always go see Nine Inch Nails with my brother, so I got us tickets, but I didn't know how to get us a hotel. So my parents, my mother, reserved us a hotel near the Tampa arena. And we dropped our luggage off pretty early. We actually didn't drop the luggage off. This is an important part of the story. We went to the hotel, we got the key, and we're like, this is dirty. Like, you walk in and you're like, this is a dirty room. This is not a 4-star hotel. This is not a 3-star hotel. This might be a 1.5-star hotel. And I'm like, let's just keep the stuff in the car. We're just staying one night. We're going back home in the morning. So we see the show. We actually leave halfway through Jane's Addiction because we're just exhausted at this point. And like, I like Jane's Addiction. My brother doesn't. So I'm like, oh, we'll just get out of here. We're tired.
Yeah.
We've been standing all day. This concert was great. We go back to the hotel, and outside of our room are 3 individuals who, I have no other way to describe this, are dressed like they're up to no good. And they're just standing outside our room, holding in their hands objects of mystery that we don't understand. But I make the executive decision, nah, we're not going to stay here.
Slinging some purple cheese.
They were slinging some Ultra Slime. There's some purple cheese, I think, on menu. And there were donuts mixed in. So we just I'm like, you know what? It's 1 a.m. I'm just going to drive home tonight from Tampa
But
to
see,
Orlando.
that is the difference between his parents and my parents, because I grew up with, I'm half Asian, and my mother is like that stereotypical tiger mom, very, very overprotective. I've never had to ever be put in an unsafe position. So when I went to college, I had my own private dorm room. I had the princess treatment. I never had to have a single roommate, shared the vicinity with anyone else, never had to breathe anyone else's air. And so when I have gone and been booked to hotels and stuff like that, like, it's always been very safe, very clean, very nice. Everyone is checked. Oh, here's your luggage. Here's your dinner. Everything is served, Miss Sarah. How else go? So when I hear that your parents booked you the cheapest, crappiest, dirtiest hotel.
We could have died.
I don't care. And
I
they
don't
don't
know
care.
what those gentlemen were up to, but they were
No.
standing outside our door, and I was like, I'm not going to try and pass
Well, I
them
mean, thank goodness you
to
didn't
get
leave
in.
your luggage, though.
I
you
know. That was the real benefit.
And that is what people call, like, divine intervention.
Yes.
That's a sign.
Yes.
Bed bugs. Oh my gosh. Bed bugs are such a terrifying thing. We've never had them, but I remember when this was like a few years ago, they were saying like bed bugs were at an all-time high in New York. You could ride on the subway and you could catch them
That's crazy.
because they'd travel on your clothes and then they'd sit dormant on the subway seat waiting for someone to sit. And so they'd climb into your clothes, and then when you got home, they'd climb into your couch and slither in your couch. And then you move your couch away from the wall and it's nothing but bed bugs behind it.
I'm itching. This is making me itch. I don't like this.
And so I hate bed bugs so much, and I've seen like plenty of infestation videos. Do you guys do this when something upsets you? Like there's something you have a morbid fascination of, you go and look it up?
No.
Like roach infestation videos?
No.
I've seen a ton of them.
If I don't like something, I don't look at it.
I've seen so many roach infestation videos because it's just, there's something about it that's like, I'm very intrigued by how disgusting it is. It's like that Dr. Pimple Popper.
Which also you forced me to watch once, and
It was so disgusting.
I couldn't unsee the things I
The way
saw.
she was describing the things of
The
people's
cheese.
boils. Yeah, ugh, it's disgusting. Anyway,
Why are we doing this?
someone said bed bugs. Someone said bed bugs. Oh, I can actually approve these. I approved it. I've had them, caught them from a seedy motel. Oh my gosh, that horrifies me. See, that is like something about traveling that really scares me, is you could do everything right and you will still be at the mercy of, whatever awful thing behind you. Yeah.
Altar
that's just
Bry
terrible.
guy says bed bugs and broomsticks.
I mean, that sounds like a really good Halloween thing.
It's good.
We want to do more. So we've done this in the past where we've done like horror streams, and I want to do this for Halloween. I want to do horror streams like every day. We're gonna have like a horror stream fest, and then on the very last day of Halloween, I want to do a seance.
Absolutely not.
Like I want to do an actual seance.
We will not be doing a seance.
We will do a seance.
Listen, y'all.
We will do it.
This gal right here has scared herself before. We're not inviting anything into this house because we'll have to move. If she gets spooked, it's over. There's no seance. We will stream horror games, but there'll be no seance. I'm just telling you this right now. Don't get your hopes up.
I went to the antique store yesterday actually, and I found a book there. It was like The Gentlewoman's Guide to Seances, and I thought it was a sign. I actually thought, I should pick this book up.
A sign we should not do it.
A sign I should do it. Absolutely. But yeah, that's the plan for October. Horror streams and then seances.
There will be no seance, but there will be plenty of horror streams.
Yes.
I'm excited because the last time we did the horror streams was really fun.
It was really, really fun.
Yeah.
I actually rarely, sometimes I get my words confused.
Rarely.
I really enjoy horror movies and games because I like that element of being scared, right? I'm one of those people where I like to be scared, but I don't like to be terrorized. I would never go to one of those places where they're allowed to rough handle you.
Like McCamey Manor.
Yeah, McCamey Manor stuff where they pull
Yeah.
your hair and they make you put your face in liquid and stuff. I don't want to be terrorized.
No.
I just like to be jump scared, like Insidious, like, That's fun for me, the whole what's coming around the corner thing. That kind of stuff is fun for me. So that's the sort of stuff we're going to do.
Heck yeah. Look forward to October.
But yeah, so that's our stream. We're going to, I think we might stick with the live stream format if you guys like this more so than the podcast, because it is fun to have that interaction. And again, we wouldn't have had, such great interaction like fop behavior. What was the other one?
Crumbly Wumblies.
Crumbly Brummies. Cheeky Brummies.
Cheeky Brummies.
Cheeky Brummies, that was it.
Crumbly
yeah.
Wumblies. Cheeky Brummies.
So yeah, thanks so much for joining in, everyone. This was a super fun way to get back to doing our live show. I don't know if we're going to keep it in this format on the couch, or we might try it upstairs.
It makes me look stretched.
It looks wide. Maybe the aspect ratio is just wide on this thing. Yeah, we'll play around. We might not be seated here the next time. We might be upstairs. We might have our chairs or our stools up there to sit on that way. We'll try around with it. But anyways, thanks for joining. Your company has been very delightful, and we'll see you next week. I don't know what day we'll do these live streams,
Yeah.
I think it's whenever. We'll just do it whenever.
We'll meet again. Don't know
Know
where.
Don't know when. Okay, anyways, so we'll see you guys later.
Bye.